9-9.
All right, Christensen rebound scores. Ladislao puts it in.
Hey, welcome to episode 6 of Puck Talk with the Brantford 99ers. This week I'm joined alongside number 12, Taye Ladislao. Taye, thanks for joining me.
No problem.
Looking all comfy cozy there. I like
Yes,
it.
sir.
I like it. First I want to ask you about your upbringing in hockey. Do you want to maybe tell me where you grew up playing minor hockey, if you played in the same system growing up until your 15-year-old season?
Yeah, so I started off playing, I was playing house league in Clarkson. 'Cause it was like local for like me and my grandparents, and it was just like so I spent a couple years in house league. And then I moved up to, I believe it was the Mississauga Ice Warriors, and they're now the Mississauga Beasts. So I played there. I was always like a skill player when I was younger, but I didn't really like grasp like the IQ side of the game. So I spent maybe about like 5 years playing double A, moving around here and there to like the York Toros and Mississauga Jets. And then my first year triple A was U16 in the OMHA with the uh, Richmond Hill Coyotes.
Okay, so growing up, like you were always like in the GTA surrounding area, I guess.
Yeah,
Since you're from Mississauga, you were just kind of close to home.
yeah.
And then when you decided to make that step into AAA hockey, did you know that you wanted to promote yourself to junior A or sorry, to AAA, or how did that all come about?
So all my years playing double A, like I knew it had the potential. Like everyone's telling me, like, oh, you got potential. You just gotta, utilize your skill and like kind of put all the pieces together. But I couldn't really think the game all too well when I was younger. So like I always wanted to play AAA. Like I remember every year trying out and never making it. But I was just determined to keep going. Like this is always what I wanted to do. So yeah.
And I see you played for the Oakville Rangers, AAA for in your 2021-22 season. It says that was U18, but were you 16 years old that year,
Um.
or were you 17?
No, I was 16 turning 17. So I was on the first like the younger end of the U18 group
Oh, okay.
because
And
that's like the split age group.
right, and after that year you started your junior A career up north, which I wasn't aware of. I thought you were a first-time junior A player, but then I looked into your stats, and last year I saw you played in the NOJHL, which is also junior A for the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners. Why don't you tell me about your experience up north?
It was great. It was a little hard at first to adjust, but I had a great billet family, a lot of good friends down there. Like it was just that everyone made it super easy and it was just a super fun experience. Like, the weather was kind of different for me. It was super cold up there. Like
I bet.
I walk outside and like my nose hairs freeze within like my first two breaths. Um but yeah, no, it was a great experience. Like that league is great. Like a lot of the traveling is super different when you come from playing like local all your life, and then
For
you
sure.
kind of like your average game is like 3-4 hours away. So super good. Like I had a lot of time to like bond with my teammates and kind of just enjoy the experience. Like I definitely had a blast up there. Like I would definitely do it all again.
So how far north is Kirkland Lake, like a town or kind of a surrounding area? And like how far north are we talking from, say, like Toronto area? Like how many hours?
From Toronto area, it's probably about 7 hours, 7.5 hours.
Oh, so you're up past North Bay.
Yeah, it's like 3 hours exactly past North Bay. So when I go back to Kirkland Lake to visit, it's like 3 hours from my house, like straight up north. And then once I hit North Bay, that's like my halfway point. And then it's just another like 3.5 hours to get to Kirkland Lake. And it's just a small town right in between Kirkland Lake and Cochrane is like another town that's like or Timmins, sorry, in between Cochrane and
Okay, Timmins I've heard.
Timmins and Timmins and North Bay. So it's like kind of 3 hours in between both.
How did you go to from like your surrounding, like playing hockey in your surrounding area for your whole upbringing to all the way up north? Like, how did that opportunity come about?
So it was, I remember playing a bunch of summers with Jerome Dupont. I believe he used to coach with Trenton. So I would play with him every summer. And I remember he was helping me find teams. And he's like, you can, come try for our team, or you could spend a year in the Noj, not too many, like, not everyone's a superstar. It's a little bit more of like a grittier league, but it's like if you're gonna start off in junior A, like if you want to play, you could go to Kirkland Lake and kind of like establish yourself and then come back to the OJ. So that
It's holiday season once again, and right now, people need our help more than ever. That is why we are running a food and clothing drive for the month of December, as well as a toy drive, ending with our teddy bear toss game on the 17th of December. If you wish to donate, bins will be at the ticket table during all home games this month. Proceeds benefit the Brantford Food Bank as well as the Boys and Girls Club of Brantford. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from the Brantford 99ers.
The 9-9.
We're the 9-9.
So you had kind of a plan to transition to the OJHL after after last year.
yeah.
And did you know what team at first, or like did you know Brantford is where you wanted to go? I know you're not like it's not the closest team to your home, but did you just try out here? Did you have some other teams that you were on the fence with?
Yes, I did have a couple other teams I was on the fence with, but I had nothing like super sure. Like my last year's season, like I did like okay, but I don't think I took it as seriously as I should have,
Mhm.
just because like, well, stuff I won't get into, but last season was a little bit of a struggle. It was fun, but there were the fair share of like struggles and hardships. So I didn't really have like a set team in mind because my season wasn't the best. So yeah, when it came to Brantford, I kind of just I tried out, looked into the program, and I thought it would be a good fit for me. So yeah, that's how I ended up here.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, moving home from or for the first time, especially that far away, I know for myself at least it wouldn't be easy. I applaud every single athlete that's able to do that at such a young age. Tay, so you joined the team right when there was an ownership change. So new owner, new GM, new head coach, new assistant coach. Have you did you have any prior knowledge of Mark Joslin or Mike Daly? And if not, like what are your thoughts on them as coaches?
Um, no, they're both great. They're super open to like talking to the team. They say it's open door policy. They really like to focus on the culture. So that's great. But coming into it, I didn't really know of either of them. But they were both like I kind of had like connections to them through other people. So I had a family friend who's actually a pretty well-known hockey advisor. I was skating with him in the summer, and he's known Mike Daly for like a long time. They coached together, so that's kind of how like I got connected with Brantford. And also with Jaws, my buddy who actually tried to come play here, he's playing on Lindsay right now. So I've been buddies with him since my U16 season, and Jaws was his coach last year. So I kind of got to know like a little bit about them here and there, but I kind of just came into it with an open mind. So
Very cool. Yeah, that's cool how you kind of had those like outside connections. Like you didn't personally know them, but you knew people that knew them.
yeah.
I also wanted to ask you, I try to ask this to every guy who does the podcast. Number 12, has that been your go-to number growing up, or was it kind of a random choice this year?
No, it was definitely a random choice this year. I remember like seeing the numbers I could pick. I was like, I could have got my number from last year, which is now Artem's number, so number 9.
Oh,
That
number
was
nine.
that was a number that I grew up with. Like a lot of seasons I played with that. But no, I just wanted to try something different, seeing as like last year wasn't the greatest, and I was just like, you know what? My thing is like I'm not a very right, so
Superstitions and stuff?
yeah, I don't really
Not
have
very
a lot of
superstitious.
superstitions. No,
That's
not
okay.
at all. So
Yeah,
like if something's not working, like I'll change a tape job, like I'll change something with my equipment, I'll change like how I tape my shin pads and everything. So it's like coming out of last year, I was like, I'll just try something new. Um, yeah. So that's how I came up with 12. It was just a good number and it's just something
that's
I
fair,
haven't done
man.
before.
It's
Yeah.
totally fair. Valid reason. Are you in school right now by chance?
No, I'm taking a gap year.
Yeah, you're okay. So did you graduate high school last year or was that like the year before? Or I don't know how it worked with you guys with COVID, but for your future, like do you have anything set in stone? I know you're in '05, so you still have a few years of eligibility left, of course.
Yeah.
Do you know if you want to pursue hockey past junior A or go to post-secondary, or are you kind of just taking it season by season for now?
I definitely have intentions to go to school in the future. I definitely would love to go on like a kind of commitment sort of thing. Like that would be super great, but I don't really have anything like that right now. But I'm taking every year that I'm on a gap year, so like most likely next year and like just throughout my junior career, like
Mhm.
I'm just gonna like I've been taking it super seriously now. Like I've kind of got everything um like set up in my head, and I got my schedules and everything. I'm just dedicated to hockey right now. So I definitely want to pursue that after my junior career.
That's great, man. Well, I definitely see the work ethic, so I'm wishing you best of luck and for the rest of the season, just keep pushing. I know I can tell you're such a hard worker out there, and I'm looking forward to see what else you have in your game.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
All right, Tay, thanks for joining me. Hope you have a good day.
You too.
Nine, nine!
The 9 9.
We're the 9-9.